If you want to know how you make decisions, you need to look at the decisions you made in life. So for example, at the end of the day, you can look at the decisions you made throughout the day and analyze specifically first what was the decision you made and how you made it specifically. Did you involve other people in the decision-making process? You made the decision on your own? What was the actual process? Did you do research? Did you stay with yourself and thought through the decision on your own? What specifically is that you actually did to make those particular decisions? You also have to think about the time element and the stakes of those particular decisions. Were the stakes high or low? Were you pressed by time? Or you felt you had all the time in the world? Equally, what was the level of risk and impact the decisions had? Were they high? Were they low? Anywhere in between? Think about the level of impact and risk the decisions had on you. At the same time, what's also important to look at as well is how the decision was revealed to you. Was it in an instant? Was it at the back of you thinking through the decision? Did it happen that you actually made the call yourself consciously? Or maybe at one point a thought came to your mind and you decided that that thought actually reveals what should the right decision be for you. Once you have that done, you can also do the same process, but specifically targeting a specific type of category of decisions. It can be that at one point you decide to think about the type of decisions that you had to make really quick. And you can think about how were those decisions made? What was the actual process that led to you being able to make that decision? Now you can also think about decisions and categorize them based on the level of stakes they had. Were defining moments decisions like a career path choice, a decision regarding marrying someone, a decision regarding relocating yourself to a different country, and so on and so forth. If you had multiple of these type of decisions, for example, that could even help you more with finding the decision-making process behind it. So for example, in my situation, I made multiple career changes decisions. So I looked at the pattern of these career changes decisions. I also looked at how specifically the decision was revealed to me. And it happened some of them came to my mind just as a thought. Others were at the back of me thinking out loud and talking to other people and writing. And eventually I said, you know what, I'm going to go in this direction. So it was at the back of a process that I was engaged in. So what I'm trying to say here is that having a specific type of decision that you've been making might actually help you even more than looking at different type of decisions only. So if you think of it, it's about looking at the decision-making process also from a broad perspective in terms of different type of categories of decisions you make and the time available you have to make them, but also by looking at similar or even better the same type of decisions you made and see how that decision-making process evolved for you. And putting all this data together, I trust that you will be able to find the decision-making process that you're actually following when you're making the decisions. And that particular decision-making process that you actually trust, because you can look back at the data and see this process actually helped me make this decision, whatever this decision that may be. What I encourage you the least is not decide for yourself a decision-making process just for the sake of it. Yes, you can do that, but if you already have a decision-making process that works for you, why should you just ignore it just because you're not able to articulate it yet? Because again, the data shows you can make the right decisions regardless of the stakes and the time you have available.